Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Always. What are we looking at today?
Well, today we're tackling frugal living. Got some interesting snippets here from a document, frugalliving.pdf, that caught my eye.
Oh, nice. Frugal living. Always a hot topic.
It is, and this one goes a bit deeper than just, clipping coupons and stuff.
Deeper. How so?
Well, first off, it really challenges like the whole stereotype of what frugal living even is.
Yeah, I mean, most people think it's all about like sacrificing and living a super bare bones existence, right?
Exactly.
Hmm.
But this document, it actually says, flat out, living frugally does not imply living a life that is filthy and low cost.
Hmm. Interesting. So it's pushing back on that whole like deprivation angle.
Yeah, and it goes even further, saying frugal folks can be, quote, very happy, successful, and healthy.
Okay, so right off the bat, challenging some assumptions. I like it.
Right. And then it gets into this idea of instant gratification.
Yeah.
How we're like constantly bombarded with messages to buy, buy, buy.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely a trap, especially nowadays with all the online shopping and targeted ads.
For sure. And the document specifically calls out those buy today, pay tomorrow schemes.
Oh, those are the worst. Super tempting in the moment, but the interest rates can really bite you later on.
Absolutely. And it's not just those schemes. Think about like how online stores use those countdown timers or flash sales to like pressure you into buying right then and there.
Oh, yeah, or when they're like only two left in stock,
Yeah,
creating that sense of urgency, like you gotta have it right now or you'll miss out.
totally. It's all designed to tap into that fear of missing out.
And then there's the whole like keeping up with the Joneses thing. Social media definitely doesn't help with that.
Oh, yeah, that's a huge factor. Seeing everyone's perfectly curated lives online makes it so easy to compare yourself and feel like you need like all the latest gadgets and clothes.
And that's exactly what this document's trying to get us to like break free from. It literally says pay solely for what you require, not for what you desire.
That's a good one. Needs versus wants.
Yeah.
Super simple, but so powerful.
It is, and it's all about like resisting that pull of materialism, realizing that like true happiness doesn't come from owning a bunch of stuff.
Totally agree. It's easy to fall into that trap of thinking, oh, if I just had that new car, that bigger house, then I'd finally be happy. But that's just like a temporary fix.
It is, and that's why this document is pushing us to like really examine those beliefs, ask ourselves, do I actually need this or am I just trying to fill some void?
Exactly. So we've talked about avoiding traps, but this document also makes a really thought-provoking statement about making your money work for you.
Oh, tell me more about that. How does it frame that concept?
Well, it says straight up, keeping your money in a bank account will not make you wealthy.
Okay. At first glance, that might seem counterintuitive. Isn't saving a good thing?
It is. But I think what they're getting at is the whole inflation thing.
Ah, right. That sneaky thief that makes everything more expensive over time.
Exactly. So if your money's just sitting in a savings account, it's actually losing value because, well, inflation eats away at it.
And that's where the making your money work for you part comes in. So what does the document suggest?
It doesn't get super specific, but it definitely hints at, like, exploring investments, even if you're a beginner.
Right. So rather than just letting your money sit idle, putting it to work, growing it.
Exactly. Like maybe looking into uh, index funds or even something like real estate crowdfunding, things that could potentially generate more return than just basic savings.
I think the key takeaway here is that, money doesn't have to be this scary, intimidating thing.
Right. It's more like a tool that you can learn to use to your advantage.
Absolutely. Frugal living isn't about being afraid to spend, but rather being smart and intentional with your finances.
It's all about making choices that align with your values and long-term goals.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So, to wrap things up, frugal living is about making conscious choices, avoiding those impulsive buying traps, and yeah, finding ways to make your money work for you, not the other way around.
And I think that shift in perspective, that's where the real power of frugal living comes in.
Totally. It's not about deprivation. It's about like empowerment.
Exactly. It's about taking control of your finances and using them to build a better future.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I'd challenge everyone listening to think about one small change they can make today to embrace a more mindful approach to money.
Maybe it's setting a budget, researching investment options, or even just unsubscribing from those tempting email lists that lead to impulse purchases.
Exactly. Little steps can make a big difference over time.
Absolutely. Frugal living is a journey, not a destination. And remember, everyone's journey is going to look different.
Well said. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive, and we'll catch you next time.
See you then.
Bye, everyone.